NASA detected a strange gamma-ray signal above Earth. It was not dramatic in any human sense. No one felt it. No one saw it. No alarms echoed through mission control. The planet continued rotating, clouds drifted, cities slept. The signal passed through Earth's vicinity without consequence or acknowledgement. It mattered anyway, because it didn't behave the way it should have. Gamma rays are not part of the everyday universe. They exist at the margins of physical possibility, where energy is so concentrated that matter itself becomes unstable. They are produced when stars collapse, when compact objects collide, when magnetic fields twist space into knots and release stored tension in catastrophic bursts. They are signs of extremes. Earth, by contrast, is a compromise. A planet balanced between heat and cold, radiation and shelter, chaos and stability. Life exists here because the worst excesses of the cosmos are filtered out. The atmosphere absorbs gamma rays. The magnetic field bends charged particles away. The surface remains calm because the sky above it is tamed. Above that calm lies a very different reality. NASA's gamma-ray observatories operate there in an environment that is unforgiving and constant. They are not explorers in the romantic sense. They do not travel toward destinations. They wait. They listen. They record everything all the time because the events they are built to catch do not announce themselves in advance. Most of what they record follows patterns. The high-energy universe has a rhythm. Bursts flare and fade. Background radiation hums steadily. Known sources pulse at predictable intervals. After decades of observation, astronomers have learned to read these signals the way meteorologists read weather. This familiarity is deceptive. It creates the illusion that the sky is understood, that new detections will almost always fit somewhere into existing categories. Most do. A spike appears, its duration is measured, its spectrum analyzed, and it is placed neatly into a catalog that grows thicker every year. The strange gamma-ray signal refused that treatment. It lingered longer than expected. It returned when it should have been gone. Its timing did not align cleanly with known mechanisms. It was not unprecedented enough to be instantly revolutionary, but not ordinary enough to be ignored. That middle ground is where uncertainty lives. Duration is one of the most important clues in high-energy astrophysics. It limits what processes are possible. A collapsing star cannot take hours to release its energy. A merger cannot pause and resume. These events are violent because they are brief. They spend everything they have at once. This signal suggested restraint. Something was releasing enormous energy without immediately destroying itself. Something was maintaining an unstable balance, however briefly. That implication alone narrows the field of possible explanations, and none of them are comfortable. Rotation can store energy, but not indefinitely. Accretion can feed a system, but not smoothly. Magnetic fields can trap and release energy, but usually catastrophically. Every proposed mechanism works only partially and only under specific conditions. The signals seem to exist in the gaps between models. Localization added clarity without relief. Independent detectors confirmed the signal. Cross-checks ruled out atmospheric effects, solar activity, and instrumental artifacts. The gamma rays did not originate from Earth or its immediate environment. They came from space, possibly from very far away. Distance is not just a number in astronomy. It is a multiplier of difficulty. The farther a signal travels, the more it weakens. For gamma rays to remain detectable after crossing interstellar or intergalactic space, the original event must be almost unimaginably powerful. What reached Earth was only a shadow. This forces a shift in perspective. The anomaly we observed was not subtle at its source. It was diluted by distance stretched thin across space, reduced to something barely within our ability to detect. That reduction is the only reason it feels manageable. At its origin, it may have been overwhelming. This realization highlights a broader truth about our relationship with the cosmos. We experience the universe through attenuation. Everything we see has been softened by distance, filtered by time, and diminished by space. The true intensity of cosmic events is almost always hidden from us. And yet, even softened, this signal stood out. That suggests we are only beginning to glimpse a category of phenomena that may be common elsewhere, but rare in our data simply because of how and where we observe. Astronomy is shaped by selection effects. We see what our instruments are tuned to see. We detect what happens to cross our field of view during the short window we are looking. Entire classes of events can exist unnoticed simply because they do not align with our expectations. History supports this again and again. Radio waves from space were once dismissed as interference. Pulsars were initially logged as noise. Quasars defied classification for years because nothing like them existed in our models. Even gamma-ray bursts themselves were discovered accidentally by satellites designed for military surveillance rather than science. Each time, the universe was already doing something new. We just hadn't noticed yet. The strange gamma-ray signal above Earth now occupies this familiar historical role. Is not a crisis, is not a breakthrough, is a question mark placed carefully in the margin of our understanding. And science is comfortable with that. There is another dimension to this event that is easy to overlook because it feels mundane. The signal was detected because systems endured. Satellites remained operational long past their original lifespans. Data pipelines continued functioning. Scientists kept monitoring a sky that often appears repetitive. Funding, attention, and patience held long enough for something unusual to stand out. Discovery is not just curiosity, it is persistence. Without maintenance, anomalies vanish unnoticed. Without continuity, patterns cannot emerge. The strange gamma-ray signal exists as a scientific object only because human systems did not fail at the wrong moment. The signal itself was indifferent to us. It passed through Earth's orbital neighborhood without deviation. It did not interact meaningfully with the planet. It did not alter the atmosphere or the biosphere. If the detectors had not been there, nothing would be different. That indifference matters. Humans often search the sky for intention, messages, threats, signs that the universe is paying attention. Gamma rays offer the opposite lesson. Most cosmic events are not directed. They are not communicative. They happen because conditions allow them to happen. We assign meaning later. Above Earth, the cosmos is not gentle, is energetic, violent, and indifferent. Our planet exists in a temporary bubble of protection, shielded by layers of physics that are neither permanent nor guaranteed. Mars once had rivers. Venus once may have had oceans. Earth's stability is contingent. Gamma rays remind us of what exists beyond that stability. This signal was harmless. Another might not be. But fear is not the point. The point is awareness, an understanding that our knowledge of the high-energy universe is still incomplete, and that incompleteness is not a flaw, but a reality. Every unexplained detection stretches the boundary of what we think is possible. The strange gamma-ray signal does not demand resolution. It does not need to be neatly explained to be valuable. Its value lies in its resistance to explanation. It reminds us that observation precedes understanding. That certainty is provisional, that the sky is still capable of surprise. Above Earth, beyond the atmosphere that protects us, beyond the frameworks we rely on to feel oriented in the cosmos, the universe continues to operate on scales and principles that do not center us. Sometimes something unusual passes by. Sometimes we notice. And sometimes that noticing is enough to remind us why we keep building instruments, why we keep watching, and why we keep asking questions that may not have immediate answers. Because the universe is not finished revealing itself. And neither are we finished learning how to listen.